Hey everybody, this is Dave with Soul-Fragments Lapidary. Here recently I posted a video to go over some of the specs when I unpacked the Highland Park rock tumblers, and this one right here of course is the dual 3-pound, and I was really happy with what I saw at the time, but I had a few complaints from people that the drums were turning too fast. So I got with Highland Park and I found out what needed to be done. So I thought I would post a quick video on this to help you get that readjusted if it's going too fast or too slow for you. So this is the frame for the dual 3-pound, and I have this all torn apart so that I can see what's in there, see how it's put together, and so I can show you what's in there. So you do not need to take your tumbler apart to make this adjustment. So what I'm going to do, I already have the motor taken out of it, and I'm going to set that up on the side. By the way, if you were to take this out, you would be surprised how heavy of a motor this is for a 24-volt DC motor. I didn't think it would be that heavy. I thought it was going to be some light motor. It is not. I was very impressed with that part. It sits just above this control module that actually runs this motor. Now, this motor runs on 24, so there's no heat or anything to worry about if you decide to get in there. Do unplug this before you work on it, and stick your hand inside. Now, with what we're getting ready to do, of course, once you get access to it, you're going to need this plugged in so you can watch the drums turn. So what we're going to do is, if you were to look inside, so I'm going to set this back in here so you can see, and I'm going to flip this tumbler up on its side right here, so you can see where your cord would go in right here, your power cord would go in. And if you were to flip it up on this side over here is a grate, and there's a fan just inside of this. If you shine a light through the grate for the fan, you will see through there that there's a little blue nodule, and I'll show that to you in a minute, that you can stick the screwdriver right through the holes and through the fan blades. It's going to need a long, very thin, either a flathead or a Phillips, either one, a very small head that you can stick through there, and you can adjust that speed control. So I'm going to take this motor back out. I'm going to set it aside here. I'm going to pull this module out of here so I can show you. So what you would be looking for when you get in there is, you see that blue module right there. This is the speed control for this motor. Now this motor can be set from 1 RPM to 3,000 RPM. In order to do that, again, you need that small screwdriver. You don't have to take it apart. Do it from outside through that grate. In order to slow this motor down, you're going to want to turn that counterclockwise until it's running the RPM that you want it. If yours is running too slow, you're going to need to turn it clockwise to get it up to the RPM that you want yours to run at. Now, most people will say that these run on an average from 22 to 26 is the optimal RPM for a tumbler. Everybody kind of has their own idea. That one you're going to have to choose for yourself. But this module right here is the one you're going to want. So that sits in there just like this, and I'll see if I can tip this up where you can kind of see. It has 2 screws that hold that in there. And so you can see that's going to be up here on this left-hand side. If you're facing this, that fan's over on that side over there. It's going to be on the left-hand side. Now, if for some reason you cannot see that well enough to access it from the outside through that grate, if you look at that has 4 little screws that hold that fan on there. It's not going to hurt anything to pull that fan loose. Just be careful with your wiring. You take those 4 screws off of there, that fan will drop out, and you can reach through with a screwdriver and make that same adjustment to this, all right? Again, if you're going to be down inside of this, please unplug your power supply from this. I know it's only 24 volt, but things happen even with DC voltage. And so I've got this put back down in there. Again, you do not need to take this apart. One more time, if you need to slow it down, you're going to turn it counterclockwise. If you need to speed it up, turn it clockwise. If you have any questions about anything on this, feel free on Facebook to send me a message, and I will get with you and help you where I can. But this is a pretty simple process, and I'm pretty confident if you know how to open a tumbler and do anything with them, you're probably pretty capable of doing this on your own. I hope this helped you. If anybody has any questions, please get a hold of me. Thank you.